Welcome, everybody, to WWE Velocity. Michael Cole here alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. We kick things off with John Cena against a local competitor named Bryan Danielson.
I gotta say, Cole, I'm surprised Cena's not rapping at all tonight.
Well, that's because John Cena is focused. He's facing Brock Lesnar on SmackDown next week, and he's going to make an example of Bryan Danielson right here tonight.
Oh, I think this man means business.
John Cena's modified powerbomb has defeated some heavy hitters as of late, and a small guy like Bryan Danielson has to have a huge target on his back.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, Saxton. He picks up his opponent as if he's doing a belly-to-back suplex, then twists them around in midair and plants them like somebody would do with a rock bottom.
The two of you mentioned Cena's devastating modified powerbomb. But what will work on a tiny loser like Bryan Danielson won't do for Brock Lesnar. I think Cena might have to develop something new to take down the next big thing. At the arm, that lands. Look at this. He's inflicting some serious pain here. John Cena with the early cover. And he breaks the cover.
Oh, man, I don't know who to root for.
John Cena's stock has really risen lately, so it's no surprise that he's now challenging Royal Rumble winner Brock Lesnar. Just 7 months ago, he made quite an impact on his debut.
When Vince McMahon implored the locker room to show ruthless aggression, John Cena did just that, answering Kurt Angle's open challenge and taking the now WWE Champion to his limit.
Going back to Cena's ruthless aggression, one could say Bryan Danielson's exhibiting that same exact thing here tonight. Would you agree, Cole?
Are you kidding me? Cena gave Angle a good fight because he's huge. There's no way this scrawny dork beats John Cena. This might be it.
Oh, my.
Back in control of Cena, right back to the arm.
Great strategy, weaken the more powerful Cena by taking away one of his arms.
Bryan sticking to his wheelhouse, not taking any unnecessary risks here against John Cena.
Oh, just looking to control and neutralize the bigger man. Cena, though, back to his feet, and Bryan continues to work on the arm, but now Cena, test of strength, and you don't want to get into a power battle with John.
Absolutely not. Cover here.
And a kick out. And again, Cena powering Danielson down.
Wow, look at this incredible core strength by Danielson.
Cena cannot believe that he can't get Danielson's shoulders on the mat. Gonna try it again, and Danielson able to reverse and send Cena flying. Incredible sequence.
Oh, man, Cena just took Danielson's head off.
We say sometimes there's no replacement for brute force. We're seeing that trademark ruthless aggression from John Cena, and it's overwhelming Danielson.
Danielson isn't used to the big stage, guys. Cena's got... Oh, my. John Cena.
Can he finish the job? Yeah, but can John Cena take advantage now?
It's going to take more than that to keep him down.
It's too early for that. Panic starting to set in for Cena. This could be a huge upset right here.
I'm seeing shades of Razor Ramon on Raw in 1993, guys. A high-flying nobody is about to beat one of WWE's best.
Cena is too distracted by Brock Lesnar on the horizon. He's got to focus on surviving this match.
Scoop slam. He gets him with a reversal. He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while. Cena's dominating now as Bryan Danielson's inexperience begins to show.
Oh boy, he is rolling. You gotta believe
that's it.
Wow, what a gritty performance.
Going for something else, it seems.
I suspect he knows something that we don't, Cole. Why else would he just let him out of that hole?
He goes for the cover. 2! You can't teach the type of tenacity we're witnessing here. Unreal.
How'd he do that?
If you're Bryan Danielson, what do you do at this point as he whips Cena across the ring?
Oh, Cena gets up a boot just in time.
And now John Cena looking to take over. Looking up, put Bryan Danielson where he wants him. And here's the cover. And he got him. Cena with the win over Bryan Danielson.
Here is your winner, John
Valiant effort by
Cena.
Danielson, but Cena was just too much tonight.
A hard-fought victory tonight for Cena. Got to be impressed with Cena tonight. We're on the inaugural episode of NXT. The World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho taking on the Miz's rookie, Daniel Bryan.
I've been looking forward to this main event. WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Well, Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be out on the biggest stage of his life, but that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take Miz's advice if he wants to survive here.
Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show.
You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
The damage has been done.
Crashing to the canvas like that can tear muscles and break bones. He's positioned up on that turnbuckle.
I would not want to be him right now.
Wow, that was some reversal by Daniel Bryan.
I have to admit the NXT rookies have been fairly feisty tonight with their WWE pros, to say the least. But there's been no bigger offender than Daniel Bryan.
A bit of ungratefulness shown on the part of Daniel Bryan. To say he wasn't pleased to have The Miz as his WWE pro was the real slap in the face tonight.
He wants no part of the outside.
Returning to Daniel Bryan not wanting The Miz as his pro, I do see Bryan's point. Daniel has a career performing in the ring that is twice as long as The Miz.
But he hasn't been in the WWE, Byron. The Miz is well within his right as a pro, as a mentor, to show Daniel Bryan motivation through humiliation.
Bryan is not playing right now.
Oh, I think this man means business.
You can say whatever you want to say about The Miz. He's a loudmouth, but he's the unified tag team champion. He's the United States champion. And the fact of the matter is, this guy, Daniel Bryan, has to show some respect for the WWE Pro.
Yeah, respect is due to The Miz. I mean, just because Miz comes out here in the WWE Universe, disrespects him for absolutely no reason, doesn't give Bryan the permission to do the same thing.
Observing the relationship between The Miz and Daniel Bryan, I don't think there's any chance Bryan is going to forget the embarrassment he went through earlier. So what if Daniel Bryan doesn't want to show Miz any respect?
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
No doubt about that one.
Oh, I think this man means business.
You know, Daniel Bryan comes out here and says he's been wrestling all over the world. But honestly, who cares? I've never heard of him until he showed up at NXT.
Well, the things you've never heard of could fill the entire internet, Cole. All the WWE pros have heard Daniel Bryan. This guy's been competing on the independent scene for 10 years. Daniel Bryan's ready to go in a lot of people's opinion.
Beautiful!
Oh, I'm thinking the champion is starting to realize he underestimated this rookie.
Jericho's in trouble. Can we be seeing a monumental upset?
Monumental upset would be an absolute understatement. Cole, I mentioned how Daniel Bryan's gained some traction on the independents, but I think you're still dumbfounded. Go find a computer, man. Invest in some research. Be a broadcast journalist like myself.
So wait a minute, Corey. Just because this guy's here's a cover. Got the shoulders down.
Despite all of his actions from earlier tonight, I do have to respect the long journey Daniel Bryan's taken to finally make it to WWE.
Well, Bryan is an internet...
There's no way that Jericho's going to lose to this guy.
Yeah, but the way this match is going, it's a real possibility.
Jericho, though, needs a breather, and he rolls out of the ring to try to do that.
A wise maneuver from a wily veteran.
I'm not sure if Jericho's going to get much rest time.
What's this guy doing? Daniel Bryan with a suicide dive right off the announce desk.
Looks like Bryan might have bounced off the announce desk himself.
I don't think Miz liked the fact that Bryan threw his body in harm's way, and I can't say I blame him. What's this guy thinking?
Look at the Miz ringside. I can just tell he's enjoying every ounce of punishment his rookie is taking.
And with good reason, Saxton. The Miz is a great motivator, and Daniel Bryan doesn't have the common knowledge to heed Miz's advice.
I agree. Maybe after Jericho finishes his beating, Bryan will finally listen to the Miz.
Up
Up the turnbuckle goes Daniel Bryan. He's inflicting some serious pain here. He wants no part of the outside. Oh, I think this man means business.
Guys, you're getting ahead of yourself. Be some sort of miracle.
Boy.
See, I told you.
Oh, boy.
This one's over now. Roll him into the walls of Jericho. Tap him out, Chris.
Bryan's trying to fight it.
Rolls through. What a counter by the technician, Daniel Bryan.
Oh, wow.
Heel hook is in.
Jericho's in trouble.
Jericho tried it. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap?
He may have no choice.
He made it to the bottom rope.
You've got to be impressed, Michael, from what we're seeing from Daniel Bryan.
Did he win yet, Byron?
Daniel Bryan thinks he...
Oh, breaker!
You can't allow a veteran like Jericho any time to recover.
You're right, Corey. That was a rookie move. And now he's going to pay for it, Byron.
That very well may be the case, Michael.
This loser's going to lose again. Lion Tamer.
Can Bryan hold on?
Tap out, nerd.
You got your wish, Cole. Daniel Bryan fought valiantly, but just couldn't hang with the champ.
Yeah, this time, experience was just too much for Daniel Bryan.
And listen, Miz has got to be so disappointed, and I don't blame him. Luck of the draw, Miz got this loser to be his protege, and now Miz a little bit of tough love here.
Tough love? Give me a break.
Tough love.
This is ridiculous.
Miz is obviously frustrated with his star pupil.
Oh, yeah, so you're frustrated, so that's okay. Now you can beat him up?
Yeah, start winning some matches, then you won't get beat up anymore.
Ridiculous.
What disrespect me? Huh? I'm a champion.
Miz has lost his mind.
Lying on his back, looking at the lights again. Look at The Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart, he's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's the United States champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's label lock.
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States champion.
Miz was saving himself.
Daniel Bryan really got the Miz's bad side when he took the A-lister SummerSlam spot, and then the Miz's United States title 1 month later.
Well, the rivalry exploded a half-decade later when The Miz ranted against SmackDown Live General Manager Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack. After Bryan returned to competition, he pulled strings to get The Miz back on SmackDown, so this rivalry is back in a big way.
Oh, no.
The human body can only absorb so much of that.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
I'll be shocked if that's not it.
Majority of the WWE unit.
Here's the cover. He's got plenty of gas left in the tank. He isn't going to go away that easy.
So damaging.
Every title's on the line here tonight at Night of Champions. The Miz is no stranger to championships. At one point, he held the U.S. title and the Tag Team Championship simultaneously. And that briefcase is a near-guaranteed WWE Championship win.
Okay, Michael, I know where you're going to go with this. I know what you're trying to lead to. Yes, Daniel Bryan hasn't won a title here yet, but he's only been on the roster for 8 months. Give him time.
The two of you discussed Miz's longer title reign resume than Daniel Bryan, but I have to point out that Daniel Bryan just did something Miz hasn't done yet. He main evented SummerSlam.
I mean, come on, Daniel Bryan stole that spot at SummerSlam after John Cena begged The Miz to join his team. Also, when The Miz wins here and then cashes in later tonight, he'll have plenty of main events in his future.
Clearly on a mission here.
Why would anyone, please tell me, why would anyone root for Daniel Bryan? He's an indie. Look at this, Miz.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
He's in the driver's seat now.
Daniel Bryan really needs to dig down deep and fast.
Submission specialist Daniel Bryan. He's a one. That's called being driven straight down to the canvas. What power.
Victory is on the horizon.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Look at this. Drop kick.
Great athleticism.
Daniel Bryan took the Miz's spot at SummerSlam last month, and if he keeps this up, he'll take the U.S. title too.
One move after the other. It's devastating.
Wow, what a move. Daniel Bryan may only be 8 months into his WWE career, but this is a decade-long journey for Bryan that could lead to his first taste of WWE gold here at Night of Champions.
It was March of 2000 when Daniel Bryan made his debut on the independent scene under the wing of Shawn Michaels, and we might see Bryan make his first strides towards HBK level success if he can defeat The Miz tonight.
I can't even imagine the pain inflicted from this stretch.
German suplex.
I don't know why anyone's surprised that The Miz and Daniel Bryan's relationship has come to this. The Miz can never keep an ally on his side.
Ain't that the truth? Every person the Awesome One has won the tag titles with has ended up hating The Miz. Remember the night after Extreme Rules when the Big Show's KO punch ended Show Miz?
The Miz with the offense. He wants no part of the outside. Wow, that was some reversal by Daniel Bryan. He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. A piercing strike.
The Miz's grasp on the United States Championship is slowly slipping away.
No, Miz can't lose here tonight. Not like this.
Listen to the WWE Universe come alive for Daniel Bryan. Look at this.
He finally got it, guys.
Daniel Bryan offering some American and Japanese flavor right now.
Moving into the cover with the title on the line.
New champion, new champion.
And he got a near fall out of it.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
The Miz with a nice reversal. Watch it. Miz. Skull-crushing finale.
Never underestimate The Miz's awesomeness.
We've got to cover. 2, 3. Yes, yes, The Miz wins. The Miz wins. And here's another look at some incredible action from a match that we're not likely to stop talking about for a long, long time.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, The Miz.
The Miz and Daniel Bryan have been polar opposites throughout their careers, making for a fierce rivalry. But the weird part is that the indie darling Daniel Bryan began in WWE as a protege of reality star The Miz on NXT.
Miz and Daniel Bryan were teammates in name only. You know, some NXT pairings, like myself and Dolph Ziggler, had excellent pro-rookie relationships. Miz and Bryan, however, hated each other from the very start.
What a landing. And the elbow drop hits.
Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan.
He's displaying classic offense here. Oh, drop kick. He's inflicting some serious pain here. Between his championship, his briefcase, and his media obligations, Miz is slipping just a little here. He'll bounce back. I just cannot believe the disrespect the Miz had to endure at the hands of Daniel Bryan. All he wanted to do on NXT was help Bryan, and that vegan nerd never listened.
Whoa, whoa, disrespect? Disrespect? That the Miz slapped Daniel Bryan in the face on the very first episode of NXT. If I were ever to be on NXT, I'd never take that kind of abuse from my bro.
You on NXT?
You guys brought up Miz and Bryan's relationship on NXT. Obviously, Bryan can't learn any new moves from The Miz, but ironically, Bryan's hatred of The Miz did awaken the personality Miz said Bryan lacked.
Oh, the reversal by The Miz.
Oh, shoulder breaker.
Daniel Bryan with a slick reversal.
I can't believe that Daniel Bryan even has a championship match here tonight. He basically quit NXT, becoming the first person eliminated. He is nothing more than a loser, like you, Saxton.
Oh, I agree with the end there, Cole, but the elimination may have been a blessing in disguise. While the rest of the NXT performers formed a nexus, Daniel Bryan stood against their injustices in the main event of SummerSlam.
We discussed Daniel Bryan's last place finish on NXT back when he was on that show. Boy, am I glad he didn't win. Can you imagine this nerd in the main event WWE Championship match tonight the NXT winner earned?
I can easily imagine it. Despite your thoughts, I believe that Daniel Bryan has many more main events in his future.
There's a pin now. And the champ kicks out.
Not yet. Too early.
Wow, that was some reversal by Daniel Bryan.
This looks to be a barn burner.
Daniel Bryan, this is going to be big.
Oh boy, he is rolling. The Miz was able to get out of the way there. Michael may have bragged on Daniel Bryan's diet, but that quote-unquote nerdy vegan is WWE's most effective submission expert.
And Miz is as crafty as the day is long. That makes for a pretty interesting confrontation.
Oh, elbow.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Daniel Bryan always thought he was better than The Miz, but just look at what he's done since dawn.
What happens if The Miz comes up short here tonight against Daniel Bryan?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it, Byron?
It could be on the verge of occurring. Daniel Bryan from the top rope. Miz is in trouble.
Yeah, but look at The Miz fight back. What a warrior.
Great wherewithal from The Miz. Daniel Bryan hung out to dry.
No!
Just like that, The Miz has turned the tides in this matchup.
This is what I'm talking about. He's going for the pin. This could be it.
Into the pay window.
Not enough to end this one.
Gonna take more than that.
The Miz's grasp on the United States Championship is slowly slipping away.
No, Miz can't lose here tonight. Not like this. Not again. Wow.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand, right?
Jacks the jaw.
Bringing it back into the ring.
To the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
The Miz's continued frustrations with Daniel Bryan have manifested in a methodical beating from Mr. Money in the Bank.
Well, if The Miz ends this soon, he might be healthy enough to cash in on the winner of the six-pack elimination WWE Championship match later on tonight.
And drop kick delivered with precision.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
Big opening for Daniel.
Lapel lock. The lapel lock is in.
To think, I almost wrote him off earlier. All that's left now is for Daniel Bryan to finish this.
Oh, he turns it around. The Miz is looking to end this.
Skull-crushing finale.
Daniel Bryan getting absolutely punished right now.
The shoulders are down. 1, 2, 3. Yes, yes, The Miz wins. The Miz wins. These guys were awesome. Let's take another look.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. Hope everybody at home set those DVRs because that was a match you're going to want to watch again and again and again.
United States Champion, The Miz.
Look at The Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart. He's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's the United States Champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's label lock.
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States Champion.
Miz was saving himself.
Into the tie-up they go, but who's going to end up with the upper hand? Daniel Bryan using his speed right there.
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one. Great offense by The Miz.
The champion into the cover. Daniel Bryan kicks out easily.
That's why Bryan's considered a wrestling genius out there.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow. I believe Daniel Bryan has a strong chance of winning tonight. The guy was trained by Shawn Michaels, who must have taught Bryan a thing or two about
high-pressure matches.
What has happened to you, Corey? You've turned into another Saxton. Yeah, and Daniel Bryan was also trained by The Miz. Quite frankly, Bryan should have listened to The Miz more, and maybe he would have won NXT.
Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan.
You know what? I take back what I said about Daniel Bryan potentially winning NXT. Bryan never could have won NXT. He started with a 10-match losing streak. He probably only quit because he would have been eliminated soon. Anyway,
Michael, all it takes is one win to change your fortune. And Daniel Bryan looks likely to get that win tonight. The Miz was able to get out of the way there. Bryan is not playing right now.
The Miz with a nice reversal. Daniel Bryan with a slick reversal.
Daniel Bryan may only be 8 months into his WWE career, but this is a decade-long journey for Bryan that could lead to his first taste of WWE gold here at Night of Champions.
It was March of 2000 when Daniel Bryan made his debut on the independent scene under the wing of Shawn Michaels, and we might see Bryan make his first strides towards HBK-level success if he can defeat The Miz tonight. Oh boy, he is rolling.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
bad spot for him to be in here, guys.
He's got to do something to get back in this thing.
Look out! Whoa! Hurricane Rana!
Unbelievable athleticism.
And a quick kick out from The Miz.
Not yet.
I don't know why anyone's surprised that The Miz and Daniel Bryan's relationship has come to this. The Miz can never keep an ally on his side.
Ain't that the truth? Every person the Awesome One has won the tag titles with has ended up hating The Miz. Remember the night after Extreme Rules when the Big Show's KO punch ended Show Miz?
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
The Miz's grasp on the United States Championship is slowly slipping away.
No! Miz can't lose here tonight! Not like this! The two of you brought up Miz.
What an insane move by Daniel Bryan.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize? Well, what happens if The Miz comes up short here tonight against Daniel Bryan?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it, Byron?
It could be on the verge of occurring. Daniel Bryan from the top rope. Miz is in trouble.
Yeah, but look at The Miz fight back. What a warrior!
Great wherewithal from The Miz. Daniel Bryan hung out to dry.
Boom! Oh, no!
Just like that, The Miz has turned the tides in this matchup.
This is what I'm talking about. He's going for the pin. Daniel Bryan kicks out easily.
Too early for that.
Wow, that was some reversal by Daniel Bryan.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the reversal by The Miz.
Hooked up.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Nice job by The Miz.
The Miz's continued frustrations with Daniel Bryan have manifested in a methodical beating from Mr. Money in the Bank.
Well, if The Miz ends this soon, he might be healthy enough to cash in on the winner of the six-pack elimination WWE Championship match later on tonight.
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
And he fights his way free.
He's got to be working on instinct right now, Cole. Great effort, but he'd better save something for later in the match.
It's got to be over now.
Daniel Bryan, this is going to be big. Lapel lock, the lapel lock is in.
We might be looking at a new champ here. The Miz got the worst end of that stick. He did it! Daniel Bryan is U.S. champion!
No, it can't be.
I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history.
And the new United States champion, Daniel Bryan.
That was a fluke. The Miz slipped and Daniel Bryan somehow took advantage.
A long road for Daniel Bryan leads to the United States title.
You know, nothing made me happier than when I'd lock in Lucky 13 and make my opponents tap out.
And I'll tell you, the roof nearly blew off this place in Rosemont when the bell finally rang to end this one.
We're in Boston in a building where many great champions have been crowned, and right now, the tag team titles are on the line. The champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth against the unlikely team of Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Talk about an odd couple, Michael. With everything we've seen from Bryan and Kane in the past few weeks, I gotta wonder if Dr. Shelby's anger management therapy can turn these two into a cohesive unit.
What do you know about therapists, Saxton? They've been thrusted into this position while the champions have been centered around their teamwork for the past 5 months. Kane and Bryan only have anger management in common. I wouldn't call that a building block towards tag team titles.
Kane and Daniel Bryan are seeming to get along thus far, Corey.
Yeah, they're getting along for one reason. To get rid of that quack, Dr. Shelby. Even I would try to get along with you, Cole, if it meant not listening to Dr. Shelby.
Guys, when the WWE Universe has the power on Monday Night Raw, they can be really nutty. Case in point, a few weeks ago, the WWE Universe voted on social media to have Daniel Bryan and Kane hug it out in the middle of the ring. Yes, folks, hug it out.
Yeah, it was not a sight we usually see in a WWE ring. Kane and Daniel appeared to be two people that have never given a hug in their whole life. An awkward moment that showed they both still had a ways to go in their anger management.
Side slam.
Ooh. Teamwork at its best. All the questions of will Kane and Daniel Bryan be able to coexist looking like a moot point right now. Ever since Kofi and R-Truth became allies, they've been on a tear in WWE. They know how to work together as a tag team. Then on the other side of the ring, judging from the last few weeks, Kane and Daniel Bryan are far from being on the same page.
Same page? Daniel and Kane aren't even reading the same book. Whereas Kofi and Truth, they're finishing each other's sentences.
We talk about being on the same page, and Truth and Kofi certainly are. But what do you think Kane and Daniel Bryan's shared experience in anger management can create a chemistry of sorts?
Kofi and Truth have held those titles for 5 months. You'd be ridiculous to think that trust falls and yelling at kids wearing goat masks for a couple of weeks is going to get you the same kind of chemistry the tag team champions have. Atomic drop. Boom! Followed up with a boot. Leading up to this match, a lot of praise was thrown on Kofi and R-Truth. Kofi being a 3-time Intercontinental Champion and both having time as United States Champion. Well, Daniel Bryan has his accolades as well.
Of course, Daniel Bryan won the United States Championship at the same pay-per-view 2 years ago against The Miz. He also went on to win a Money in the Bank and become a World Heavyweight Champion.
Bringing up Daniel Bryan's time as World Heavyweight Champion, he did lose that title in only 18 seconds to Sheamus at WrestleMania.
Why? Why do you have to go and bring that up, Saxton? You know Daniel's in a fragile state right now, and you bring up a moment where he was caught off guard and hit by a now outlawed road kick.
When this guy's on,
look out, man. I think I hear R-Truth calling out for help from little Jimmy. Maybe Truth should ask Kofi first.
You know, Byron, Kane and Daniel Bryan almost accidentally stumbled into this title opportunity when they defeated the part-time players on last week's Raw.
I can tell you it was no accident when Kane delivered a hateful chokeslam on Bryan. It just so happened that Daniel landed.
Kane is looking to end this right now.
Kane with a vice-like grip on his opponent's skull.
Can't waste any time here.
That could procure the win for Kane.
Tagged in. That'll rearrange your face.
Kofi Kingston is obviously showing concern for R-Truth, as any good tag team partner would.
We have been penny predicament. And he's able to get out.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole. Head scissors applied. And, oh, look at this. We've been seeing Daniel and Kane in therapy for weeks now. It's not anger management that these two need. What they need is respect from the WWE Universe. These Yes Chance fans do are an absolute mockery to Daniel Bryan. I don't blame him one bit for being angry.
Nope, reverses it.
Oh, that did not look good for R-Truth.
You know, Corey, I see Daniel's issues with the Yes Champ, but I don't have a problem with it. I mean, even in Montreal, where we were for Raw this past week, the crowd chants, "We, we, we." So these Yes Chants are becoming bilingual.
Oh, very cute, Cole. Daniel Bryan's just a few feet away, and you're doing that. You should see if your friend Dr. Shelby does sensitivity training as well, because you need it.
You know, I have to say, I have seen some progress in Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management. I don't think they are all the way there, but there's been definite progress.
I see it too, Michael. We don't see Daniel screaming in the face of fans anymore. He's keeping his composure pretty well. And Kane, well, Kane is still Kane. There is some deep-rooted trouble within that monster.
he's bringing it back inside the ring now.
He's in full control now.
In comparing Daniel Bryan and Kane's progress in therapy, I think there are two different cases. Bryan had an emotional breakdown brought on by the WWE Universe, whereas Kane has just been sick and demented since birth.
Well, one of those things for sure. They're both off their rocker in my estimation.
Great job, Dr. Cole.
Can we address R-Truth and Little Jimmy, please? If anyone needs Dr. Shelby, it's R-Truth. The guy's seeing things. He's holding ropes to let an imaginary person into the ring. Forget Daniel Bryan and Kane. Someone please help R-Truth.
I think R-Truth is doing just fine. This week, WWE.com had a pictorial about Little Jimmy's family. Portraits like Little Jimmy in a birthday party hat. Pretty fabulous.
Cole, I was reaching out to get R-Truth help for his imaginary delusion, but you're here enabling self-destructive behavior. We know what having imaginary friends well into adulthood can do to a person. We've seen what it's done to Saxton.
Well, I would have to refute.
There comes Daniel Bryan sending Kingston across the ring.
And Daniel Bryan looking to put Kofi Kingston away for the tag team titles. Drop kick. Kingston's in trouble.
Kane are in peril. The Big Red Machine making the long climb to the top rope.
I don't think Bryan wanted Kane to make the tag.
No, not at all. He felt like he was in control, and now Kane is heading up top.
It's just a matter of time till this team implodes. We know they can't stand each other.
Kofi Kingston.
Look at Bryan. Bryan is hanging on to the ankle of Kane.
Kingston.
Crash and burn.
And now Daniel Bryan. Shoved away by Kane.
This is hilarious.
Bryan with a shot to Kane.
What is happening?
And there's Kane on the top rope. Splash into a cover. New tag team champions.
Oh, my God.
No way.
Yes way.
I cannot believe what we just saw.
What we just saw is two men in Kane and Daniel Bryan. Who can't stand each other. But now they're tag team champions.
Kane can't believe it. Daniel Bryan is celebrating.
No amount of therapy could have prepared the WWE Universe for this. This is going to be a disaster.
Can you imagine Kane and Daniel Bryan as tag team champions?
You don't have to imagine it. It's a reality.
And it's weird.
I guess anger management worked, well, at least somewhat, right?
Team champions! I am the tag team champions! I am the tag
And look at
team
this.
Can't even agree who the real champion is.
Well, it's both of them, Byron.
Tag team champions! I am the tag team champions!
This is going to be interesting to watch. There's obviously no argument here. They both won the titles.
They can't even enjoy the victory together.
Oh, watch out.
The Big Red Machine certainly not pleased with the situation, but he can call himself one half of the tag team champions.